Right, so the 1619 Project was published by the New York Times in August of 2019, celebrating the 400th anniversary, or not celebrating, but acknowledging the 400th anniversary of the first African American slaves being brought to the United States. And in the introduction here by Jake Silverstein, they talk about why they wanted to do the project, right? And you see it here in the first paragraph. He is juxtaposing the idea of 1619 with that of 1776. So 1776 is usually considered the birth year or the origin story of American history. And so what the 1619 Project is trying to do is trying to get us to think about American history in a different way by changing the origin story. Okay, so by changing the origin story, by changing the date, right, the idea is that we will now look at the American story or American history in a different way. Okay, so it's saying that, you know, this idealization of 1776, which is what historical consciousness generally does, right? It idealizes one origin story over others, right? Uh, it's saying that that can be problematic, that that can cause, serious repercussions, right? When not all origin stories are included, or other origin stories are excluded, right? That when everything is built upon one idealized moment, right? And 1776 is a very, very sort of idealized moment. Uh, there were traumatic things happening. There was war. There was lots of other things going on at the time, right? But the way that 1776 is represented by historians or American historians is in a very idealized and optimistic form. So the idea here is, right, is basically saying there's something wrong with American history, or American history is not doing the job that it could or should be doing. So if we revise or reconceptualize um, American history by looking at a different origin story and looking at that origin story in different ways, maybe we can do a better job to reform American historical culture, make it better, save it, redeem it, whatever.